I remember one project management course that I've built. Standard stuff, stakeholder mapping, RACI charts, decision matrices, and the learning objective said, make defensible recommendation using available evidence. But here is what bothered me. Nowhere in that course did anyone actually have to stand behind the recommendation in front of someone who disagrees. Game designers ask 4 questions when they build experiences. 4 questions about something they call agency. There is strategic, moment-to-moment, narrative, and a world agency. How does the player chooses their approach? How do their actions feel consequential right now? How do their choices shape the story? And how does the world respond to what they did? Now, think about the last management training you designed, the last leadership course, the last judgment under pressure module, for example. Did you ask any of these questions? I didn't. I asked about competency frameworks, about what good judgment looks like, about which cases illustrate which principle. I almost never asked the one that mattered. What recommendation will the learner have to commit to, and how will that commitment feel? So I started building something. It's called Northern Light. You play a ministry policy analyst. One workday, your job is to recommend the fate of an aging lighthouse on the coast. There is a human keeper, 30 years of logbooks. The harbor authority wants to automate the post. They got a 13 million euro sensor array quote sitting on the desk. The union is protecting the post. The tourism board has a heritage grant attached to whether the keeper stays. And at the end of the day, at 4 in the afternoon, you as a player walk into the council chamber. The minister asks you on the record what you would do. And here's the thing, the skill being practiced isn't lighthouse policy. It is the cousin skill every analyst, every manager, every consultant needs to develop, making a defensible recommendation where the evidence is contested and the stakeholders disagree. That is transferable, internal audit, product management, healthcare policy, engineering, trade-offs, all of it. So what does this mean for your work? So next time when you're designing a training for a judgment, heavy roles, leadership, policy, management, anything where real skill is committing under uncertainty, ask yourself one question before you write a single learning objective. What is the moment of commitment my learner has to rehearse? Now, what do they need to know? What will they have to say, decide, or stand behind when it is their turn? That's the design brief. And I don't have this fully figured out. Northern Lights is still in development. But I know this much. We have been designing for content coverage when we should have been designing for decision rehearsal. We have been measuring engagement when we should have been measuring agency. Over the next 4 videos, I'm going to walk through the 4 agencies: strategic, narrative, moment-to-moment, and world agency, and show you how each one shows up in the Northern Light. And you can bring it into your next project, even without building a simulation. See you in the next one.